This is it, folks. This is peak. My gift to the world, Sidecar Shredder. Now, you may have seen this coming back when I got the bike for Rocksteady. You know, slowly I was waiting on the other bikes. We got this one, and the piece de resistance, Sidecar Shredder. If you want to recreate this lovely scene, you're going to need some things. You're going to need the two-car, sidecar, whatever the hell you call it, just a sidecar, I guess. The Cult of Sanrea Loyster C30, right? This thing, it's beautiful. If you haven't gotten into the Cult of Sanrea bikes yet, if you haven't delved into the broader world of JoyToy, you're missing out. If you thought it was just the Turtles, which are super cool, no, they have so much more awesome stuff. The Cult of Sanrea is JoyToy's own Battle for the Stars line. So you're going to get the Loyster C30, which is beautiful. You've all seen before the Hellwalker H20, which I got for Rocksteady. And then the Harvey B19 is what I got to go with Bebop. Now, for reviews, I did kind of skip over Bebop. You can see he's stacked to the gills, right? He comes with so much. JoyToy, especially this Turtles line, they've just packed it so freaking full. So this was brewing in my mind. I know I wanted the Mutant Henchmen on bikes, but I needed to get Shredder on a bike. And my first plan was actually to put Bebop on the Loyster C30, but he's just a little too small for that, because he's just such a big guy. Luckily, the Hellwalker and the Harvey B19 fit them almost like they were made specifically for them, just these bigger guys. You can plop a foot soldier down on the Loyster, and then you're kicking off. You're having fun. So presumably, this whole review was for Shredder. So let's look at Shredder. I have ran into one pesky problem with Shredder. He pops apart in the middle, which is a real pain. I don't love that. He pops right back in. So it's almost like a Zorro SHF thing going on. I have had some folks who had like a problem with Bebop as well. It's the ball peg in there, which it doesn't break, it seems to pop out. So Shredder here, again, he comes pretty stacked to the hilt with the gear. You get all the different, you get these like Klingon blade thingies, I'm sure they have a real name. You get two swords, a shorty and a longy, and then you get like two smaller swords, so you can put them on his belt if you want to do that. Look very kind of SH Figure Arts. They do that kind of thing too, because you don't want to have to sheathe the whole sword all the time, even though they give you the full sheath. And then he's like three swords now. He's freaking Zorro. Shredder Nora, Zorro Nora. And then you get, of course, the big base, the foot base. You just get a whole ton of stuff. You get the two claw hands to go with it, like claw fists. You get the regular hands, and then the throwing stars. So this Shredder is just freaking rad. If we look at him, the details are just fantastic. It's very 2003. He has the Foot Clan symbol thing going on, right? He has the long belt. He has it's like chainmail, the armor, the sculpt, the paint. I love this. He does have, they don't do a cloth goods cape on him, but it's a very nice flexible rubber. So I think that is super fantastic. Like if you're going to do a rubber cape, make it this flexible. And I kind of like it has like the built-in pose. You don't have all the freedom of a cloth goods cape, but it is what it is. He does have these wicked shoulder pauldrons, so folks like Coogan might be nervously wondering, can you do the full Townsend? Let's see here. You can. It's a careful Townsend. He's not going like a full The Who performance, right? But you can do it. You can still do it because they give you just enough leeway on that, which is pretty cool. He does not have, I don't think he has like a bicep cut in there, and then he has just the single jointed elbows, and then the wristy doos. He does have pretty good ab crunch, but again, you want to be pretty careful, because for me, it's popping out of the socket because he has the mid chest thing, which has great side to side. Look, Momo could only dream of doing this. Like, this is wild. Look, you can move it. They somehow designed a chest joint without having it scrape. Imagine that. What wonderful engineering JoyToy is capable of. So you have that, and then you have the waist joint. God, I'm losing my voice here. So, pretty good crunch, really. But you might end up popping him out, because it's just like a ball joint. Pretty standard, but he pops right back in. So it's not loose. It's just, I guess, the extent of the joint, kind of that half ball, it pops out. And then you have, like, the legs. So he has this soft armor piece there. He does have a thigh cut there, so you can kick out pretty good. And then He does have the double jointed knees, but he has such thick, beefy calves. He can't necessarily do all the way down there. And then he has the feet. No toe hinge on Shredder. Same with the foot. So apparently Foot Clan, their toes are staying straight as hell. But, oh gosh, I really freaking love this guy. I already have, like, the sword in one hand here. He's just freaking dope. Pretty good range. Can he double hand the sword? I think he will be able to. It might be a little tight. He doesn't exactly have, like, a butterfly, but they give you kind of just enough clearance to maybe do it. Yeah, not, like, super free range with it. But look at that. He can hold a sword with two hands, which it's kind of pushing him to the limit. But that's more than you can say for like a lot of figures, certainly NECA figures. So that is just sweet. How do the hands work? Do they give him a ball peg or like the foot soldier peg? Okay, the foot soldier peg. I do want to say be really careful with this. It's so tiny. When plastic gets that tiny, you just can't put much force on it. With the foot soldiers or some of the other JoyToy stuff that have a peg, usually they have a ball joint, like a ball peg if it's big enough, but when it's small, they do the peg. But so be careful not to snap that. Maybe heat these babies up. But you can pop it in there. Shredder, they seem to have improved. I can't remember who it is. An older figure that JoyToy did. It did have maybe a little bit of issues with it. But so let's do the claw hand, actually. Nope, let's do the right claw hand. And so you just... Oh, that pegs in really nice. Oh, look at that. And he has nice, like, rubbery claws. You know, you're not going to bust them. Oh. That is sick. This Shredder is great. Not totally perfect. They could do a little, maybe cloth goods cape. Maybe work on that ball. I don't know how you fix the ball joint, but they could perhaps do something. But he is... just fantastic and stellar. So if you haven't jumped all in on the JoyToy line, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's fantastic. The Turtles have been selling out, and technically Shredder and the Foot and Bebop and Rocksteady have just been going out in a wave, and then we have Splinter and April coming. But goddamn, get yourself some bikes. You be careful with JoyToy though. Like, you're gonna be these bikes are freaking nuts. The detail. What did I just lose? What fell off? What are we doing here? I think the foot soldier's bomby thing, which goes on his belt, which you can just pop right back in. I probably lost more. I don't know, but you're gonna want this because you load them all up. And Shredder, I was debating how to do the sidecar. Like, is he standing on the edge like a true freaking lunatic? Maybe that's the kind of thing he would do. But you can do him. You can pose him just enough. Yeah, that's the freaking ball joint. That is a pain. Like, and then it's like you have to angle it just right because like the middle part. I think this you could technically. Well, no. Yeah, so you have to like get it angled right back just so, and then you're gonna do the ball peg. Sometimes you can hear it pop, sometimes not. Ugh. It's mainly I'm going like crazy with the feet, like it just pushes it around a lot. Okay, there's the pop in there. And so I think I got him a little bit like this. So he has to lean back, but the bike does have like a space for the feet, which is fun. JoyToys vehicles are freaking nuts. But yeah, like you put him in here, I think. How did I have it? Okay, there we go. That's better. And so he had like he's controlling like the foot soldier with that. He has the sword out. I have him like, it's like he's like scraping the ground. You know, I imagine him like he's coming in and he's pulling up on Leo, who's Leo is going like freaking ham in the streets. They're doing like a I don't know, like a joust showdown. No turtle bikes yet. I couldn't find. There's some like Harleys and stuff that works for the Turtles, that work like pretty okay, like not from JoyToy, so they still technically measure up, but they look really wimpy. So I think Duarte Studios I think has a really good turtle bike. But you just look at that. Like, Shredder coming down to, like, slice up Leo. Ooh, that's good stuff. I love it. Yeah, so Shredder's fantastic, not perfect. The other figures also, I love them. I love freaking. I skipped over Bebop unless you watch like the live stream, but it's like Bebop and his freaking guitar are goddamn amazing. For ease of use, I kept the hand on there so you can just do that because it's like you slip over a freaking arm there. The bullet bandolier going on. JoyToy is just, they're going for it. They go hard. They're balls to the walls with Space Marines. They're going balls to the walls with Turtles. I hope we get, here's the ball peg for him. You can even pull off like the chain on his wrist. Nutty. Freaking a nutty mode. But, and yeah, I should probably be more careful with this. But then he's freaking jamming out. It's just insane. I love JoyToy. I love Sidecar Shredder. Leo popped off too. Yeah, the joint here. What's going on there? I know some folks have ran into that. That's probably, I don't know, the biggest issue with JoyToy so far, but it's not. It's weird. It's not loose. It's just an easy pop out. Yours might be looser though. Some folks are. I have seen folks get looser, so that sucks. I don't know. Thicken up the joint. Ask JoyToy for a replacement. I don't know how JoyToy's customer service goes, but goddamn, I'm so hooked on JoyToy. Like, what a wild time. If you want to get these bikes, JoyToy.com. The Turtles they can't sell directly, but everything else they can sell directly to the US. So if you go to JoyToy.com, you can search for any stock they might have. It's the Colt of San Reja. Search for these bikes, the Loyster C30, Hellwalker H20, Harvey B19. Another good place, Calcus Toy. I don't know if they have the Colt of San Reja stuff, but they have pretty good stuff, pretty good deals. I like Ailinna Toy Store or Flyema Toy Store on Aliexpress. Those are solid. That's where I've been getting like all these bikes and stuff, but don't miss out. Don't miss out on JoyToy. Get yourself a freaking Sidecar Shredder. Get yourself a whole goddamn gang. Like, it's so cool. Like, how crazy is it? These figures are so cool. I've barely been focusing on the Turtles as you have freaking like Mikey and Raph. Mikey's fighting off a Blood Angel Space Marine and Raph is fighting off another foot soldier. And yes, I do have a ton more foot soldiers because I'm army building, and I don't know. I fucking love JoyToy. Let me know. Have you been enjoying JoyToy? Have you found it hard to purchase them with the whole like weirdo US licensing? I don't know. Let me know. But as you can see, I'm in deep into 118, and I think they're super freaking fun.
Yo, Footbot dude, step on it. Shredder's bringing out the ninja stars.
As a fellow Star Trek fan, I don't think we should be fighting, Shredder. I love Klingons.
Oh yeah, it's violence time, Shredhead. You meddlesome turtles have troubled me for the last time.
Looks like we finally agree on something, Oroku Saki. Turtles count it off.